Hello there. Right, this is my review on the Andrew James 5.2 litre food mixer. I had it as a present, it's for my wedding anniversary from the bear. He always brings me practical presents because he knows that's what I like, and he also knew that I needed a new food mixer. Now my first impressions of this food mixer is that it is absolutely solid. It's really heavy, it's good stern stuff. It's much better than the last one that I had, which, to be absolutely honest with you, was cheap and cheerful and incredibly tinny. But this one isn't. It's good, it's solid. Now underneath, okay, did you hear that pop? There are some little rubber suction feet that ideally would stop it from moving around the counter. My last one didn't have those, and I have to say it took off like a rocket across the kitchen, and I think it would have been still going now if I hadn't got my sleeve caught in one of the beaters and stopped it from making its way out the door. But this one, even though I work on tiles, so it can slide, I've already turned it on and it doesn't, so that's one good thing. But I think if you were working on an ordinary work surface, it would be absolutely fine. Now, this is the catch that you use to open it up. Okay, very smooth there, and it's got this handy gadget here that does come off, you know, to stop things from flying out of your bowl. Okay, now it comes with 4 utensils. The first one is the egg whisk, balloon whisk, whatever you want to call it, and that's for whisking things like your meringues, your eggs, light things. So I will be using that when I make a lemon meringue pie. This one is the flexible beater, and this is plastic covered. It's very, very sturdy, I have to say, but this is the one that you would use for making your cakes. So it's made of very, very firm plastic, dishwasher safe as well, which is always useful. Then you've got your dough hook. Oh yes, I have missed my dough hook because I don't like kneading bread. Great for making bread, donuts, buns, things like that. And then you have got a fairly sturdy metal beater. Now this one I wouldn't use for doing cakes, I would use the plastic one for that, but if I was making, say for instance I was mixing up my beef burgers, mince, you know, harder things to beat, I would be using that one. So we'll just put these aside because we're going to actually see it in real action, because this is a real kitchen and a real customer. Now we're going to use this attachment because right now I'm going to just whip up a cake. That just slides in there, pops in, and it's solid. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is add 200 grams, when I find a spoon, 200 grams of a very light margarine, and that's 8 ounces for my American friends. And then 150 grams of sugar. I just use ordinary sugar. Excuse me. And the reason that I only use 6 ounces or 150 grams is because I will be adding a little bit of vanilla essence into the cake, and that always makes it rather sweet. So once you've got your butter and your flour in, we're just going to beat it. Now once again you use this little handle, okay, and then click into place, and then we'll see the settings. Now one of the downsides of this, I have to say, is I do find it a wee bit noisy, and unfortunately the bear is having his nap at the moment, so I'm just hoping it's not going to wake him up. But it's got several settings. It's got a pulse setting, See what I mean about the noise? And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At this point I think that we may take off, but let's see. I have to say though, that is quick. That is really, really quick. And that has done exactly what I want it to do with my butter and sugar. So, I've got 200 grams or 8 ounces of self-raising flour, but you could use ordinary plain flour and add some baking powder to it. And then I've got 3 eggs. Now, our eggs come from our own chickens, so we have to use whatever they provide us with. So I can't even really give you a size, because supermarket eggs come in sizes, don't they? Small, medium and large. Oh, and extra large as well. I would say that these are possibly about a medium. And I've got 3 of those in there. And what I do then is I put in half the flour. So that's just 100 grams of flour at this point. Okay, and we want to beat it slowly. Just until all of the eggs and the flour are mixed well in, and we've got a nice batter for the cake. And then I'll put the rest of the flour in. I'm just going to drop some vanilla essence in, because I do like vanilla essence in a plain cake. But if it, like I say, reduce your sugar, because it does tend to make it overly sweet if not. That's done nicely. And now I'm putting the rest of my flour in. Once again, we leave it on a slow speed, but basically from start to finish, to make that cake batter, you're looking at, what, 2 minutes tops? It's a good mixer. I like this mixer. It cost on Amazon.co.uk, it cost $79.99. I have seen them being sold more expensively. And that's it, it's done. But to be honest with you, for what I need it for, which is general baking purposes, I mean, I've got all of the other things like ice cream makers separately, and, you know, whisks and smoothie makers and all of those kind of things. But for your general baking, so making cakes, making buns, making pastry, meringues, baking, this is excellent as a household gadget, and not too expensive. So there we are. I will come back to you and show you what the cakes turn out like, but I haven't put my cake cases ready yet, so I've got to disappear and go and do that and get them in the oven. Alright, hope that helped. Thank you, bye bye.